Oh boy, we're doing this again. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. With this change, will we respond righteously? No. We learn to speak to the world with a new humility and create structures within our own community for sustainability.
Will we continue to live in illusion?
I'd rather just live the illusion.
In a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves from the
Welcome back. This show's brought to you part by Monkey and a Computer and Short Chubby Guy. Anyways, it's another episode of this one thing that we do this one time where we have the ridiculously long intro and people make comments about it and I just fucking laugh. Don't you just like to laugh? I like to laugh. the rock. If you don't stop what I'm doing now, I'm hitting up. Everybody knows that I'm just slipping up, sitting here just watching all my time go by. Everybody know me, I'm just going my own mile with my guy. What you wanna do? Yeah. Woo! Anyways, break 1-9. Got you going in. Oh, yep. Sorry, guys. Show's over, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyways, maybe that wasn't as funny as I thought it was. Hey, is this thing on? Hopefully. Well, nobody said anything about it not being on. But like, what up? How's it going? How are you doing? What's up? Wait, I'm supposed to say something. Oh, right. Welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. I'll be your host, Manuel Chavez III, or the Turd, depending on how you know me. And this is another episode of the Griftcast, aka Griftcast IRL, aka that one show that I do sometimes or whatever. Anyways, welcome back. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're not taking yourself too seriously or anything like that, because that would be bad. The only people that should take you seriously are people that are paying you money. And even then, if they don't take you seriously, fuck them. So, what to do? What to say? Who to say it to? What are we doing here? What is life? What is this place that we're doing? You see Lunchy back there on her big-ass pillow? I got it out of the car and put it down over there for her. So now she's got the pillow with her blanket on the bottom of it, so she's got extra freaking padding. Okay? So it's me. We got the Lunchy whenever she decides that she wants to come over here or whatever. If she doesn't come over here, that's fine. All I really know is that, man, did the world just change today? Did we enter in the great beyond of the AI supernova? I don't know. But what I do know is that there is some news about some AIs. I don't know if you've been keeping up on the AI news. I've been just keeping up on it, noticing that a lot more GPU super servers are being installed in different places, and they'd like dumbasses like me to go fix them or put them in. So yeah, there's a lot going on today. And then I heard some stuff about that place that we call X or whatever, that like that's where you get your news now or something like that. Elon Musk has started discussing how rich, or as it were not rich, they are over at X. So we can talk about that. And I'm sure that there's other little stories and things that I have going on over here right? Yeah, there's a few different little things here. We got some egg-shaped UFO stuff. What is this? Trump is talking about Microsoft buying TikTok. No big deal, right? No big deal. We got Selena Gomez's feelings getting really fucking hurt, and honestly, she's a billionaire, and I feel bad for her and shit like that. I just picture her crying with like $100 bills, just fucking wiping her tears with $100 bills. It's like, oh, those poor migrants. If only there was something, I could do for them. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about. I feel like some people are bringing back up how Verizon and the Cradle Points might have been utilized in some things that had happened. Donald Trump somehow magically diverted water or found the hidden spigot of the water in California. I mean, there's just a lot of shit going on. Nick Rekieta's court proceedings of him pleading guilty came out. I mean, there's some stuff. We got some stuff. Okay, we got some stuff. It's not a lot of good stuff out there. I'm not gonna try to hype it up for you and be like, oh my god, it's all. That shit ain't me. I can't even believe I just did that right there. I have more faith in myself. Or wait. No, I'm pretty not over embarrassing myself. Like a walking embarrassment. That's my gift. I was all like, well, what about this one? We're gonna make him really smart, but nobody's gonna like him. He's gonna be really embarrassing. And you know what? He's gonna have a rough one. But he'll eventually get there. Or he'll just die. I don't know. Just that's how the world works. Right? It's a world, right? You gotta just go with the Donald Trump. Tariffs. If they're not doing what you want, hit them with fucking tariffs. Why not? Dude, you know what? Can I tariff somebody? I'm going to start tariffing people or whatever. I'm just going to take over the neighborhood and put a tariff on everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, that sounds illegal. Let's not do that. Anyways, yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So, I guess what do we start with? I guess I got to start with this whole fucking Deepseek AI sort of thing or whatever, something that like is supposedly apparently killing the stock market in some kind of way, just kind of seeing a whole, whoa, this is me, I don't know. Yeah. But yes, there seems to be a major issue going on. China may have beaten us to AI like the Soviet Union beat us to the moon. They got there first. It wasn't quick. It wasn't pretty. They might have stole some shit, but you know what? They fucking did it. You know what? Congratulations to you. All right? And you know what? Don't you worry. I have already read my Transfinite War book or whatever, and I'm totally expecting to have to learn Mandarin Chinese or whatever at this point. So, Zhang Hao Ni Hui. Shipment up. Anyways, hold up. Speaking of that, I think that's what this is supposed to be. Oh, should probably. Anyways, probably had a marker right here somewhere. Oh, yeah, it's right there. My back hurts a lot. Again. The disc back out. I don't like being old. Fuck being old. Like, why can't these parts get replaced or some shit? Jesus Christ. Deepseek, written by ChatGPT. What is this shit? What the fuck? Cherie always be sending me the weirdest fucking books, man. Look at this. The Black Awakening. Rise of the Satanic Super Soldiers and the Coming Chaos. right, we'll talk about the Deepseek thing. But I don't know. I just got this book in the mail or whatever. It says Russ Drizdar, author, speaker, international radio broadcast, Shattered the Darkness.net, theblackawakening.com. In this twilight of human history, darkness burns its black flame. Soon the chaos will erupt and fear will fly. The Black Awakening will occur, and for those who have served this long cold agenda, it has to. For them, time is running out. Human-blooded satanic rituals have summoned dark powers. You can feel it in the air tonight. Oh, fuck. Millions in mind control projects, satanic ritual abuse, and the supernatural transmutation will soon show its true face. The face of an ancient hate and deadly evil. Are you ready? $24.99, which I think is actually just how much it's supposed to cost. The fuck is this shit? Okay. God damn it. Dun, dun, dun. It's the lunchy. Get up here. Come on. Well, greetings, my little miss. Daddy. Greetings, my Black Awakening. Jesus fucking Christ. How can I give you a book report? I just opened it up. I don't. What do I know about this? All right, let's see. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to go. What the fuck is this book about? Tell me now. Please. See how that works? And you go like this. Oh. And then you open up the book. And then you put your finger somewhere. Okay. All of these descriptions are limited and up. They only touch the mask and not who's behind it. They don't even scratch the surface of this massive presence. They can't. It is from here that a critical mass of thinking is opening the spark of a dream of a new world order. From this realm come the thoughts and ideas and imagination for a one world government and its enforcing super military. The communication accepted to put into action includes the progressive development of the needed super military force whose building a super soldier may not know that the part in this special ops project is small. The psychologists, scientists, and military developers may not yet realize that they have laid the foundations for its final, clearly doomed super military. Please think through this statement. What the fuck? So that's this paragraph. I just opened it up, right? So it's teaching you guys how to use this. You can do this with the Bible too. Right there. So let's get an expanse. We'll read the paragraphs below it and the paragraphs above it. What the fuck, bro? Chosen ones today are part of the development of the coming final super soldiers that will be on the field with the Antichrist on the day of the final battle. Chosen ones. Choose. Got it. Chosen ones today will be agents of the Black Awakening, enforcers of the NWO, and will be part of the final planetary defense weapons on the field of Armageddon. What the fuck am I reading? Okay, now let's read the paragraph on top of that. I put up a broadcast on the subject of the spirit behind globalism. I was surprised that hundreds of thousands of downloads of these MP3s occurred in the few weeks. The series deals with the behind-the-scenes work of a ruling non-human intelligence that fills the immediate dense atmosphere, or air, around the globe. This ancient presence is making itself known as never before, and some are calling this operating power the field, the global mind, a conscious universe, the collective unconsciousness, and the Akashic records, halls of records. Yo, what the fuck, bro? What page is this? There's not even a fucking page number on this. What do you mean word salad? I don't know, man. It seems pretty legit. We're talking about AI superintelligence making themselves known. All I know is that this is in chapter 22, and it says prototypes of the R1919. And it says a bunch of shit. Revelation 19:19, as we have said, in the ultimate goal of the prince of power of the air, the spirit who is now with them, work in them. This presence is supernaturally operative in millions. The Luciferians, the created chosen ones, super soldiers. The prince of darkness is on the move. And what he is doing is moving everything in one direction. Globalism. Globalism. He's even got a whole bunch of words out here. Secret weapons, unshackled, the CIA doctors, journey into madness, the search for the Manchurian candidate, MK Ultra, secret don't tell. Goddamn. I need a bookmark of some kind. Yeah, I'll just put that right there. Put that right there. Yes, that is an excerpt of The Black Awakening. We had never read it, but I feel like that pretty encapsulates what they're talking about, which it says is talking about the rise of the satanic super soldiers and the coming chaos. And I don't know. I feel like, well, we're right there, right? Because what do you think certain people are going to be doing with this artificial intelligence technology? Creating super soldiers and shit? What, they think they can fucking make a better one than me? I don't think so. I'm definitely not a super soldier, though. They could probably make a better one. He's going to be taller, probably look stronger, and, be pretty strong and stuff and hard to fight, but I'm still going to get pissed, and then I'm going to rip off his head and then poop down his throat. I'm going to be all like, who's the super soldier now? Bitch. Anyways, that's why they invented guns. Yes. This is why they have invented the gun. So, do you have guns? I feel like now is more than a time than ever to make sure you got yourself into it. So, what do we even talk about? Oh, right. The AI, the deepening, the Deepseek, the deep. So, here we go. We have Deepseek AI version 3. It looks like it was actually released a month ago or so. Because if you go over Reddit, you can actually see a release post on it with code, the benchmarks, the papers, people talking about how effective it is a month ago, saying money well worth the 12 terabytes of tokens, or 12T token, or 14T token, which, I mean, to be possibly, I don't know, what the fuck is that even? They solved stable FP8 trading. Nice. Onward to BitNet. It was solved a few months ago. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. So something that came out a month ago before we made this huge investment and should have been aware, and everybody should have been aware of, is all of a sudden causing a lot of waves in the stock market for some reason, because it's been proven to actually work, but it's a new, strong mixture of experts language model with 671B total parameters, with 37B activated for each token, with an effective interference and cost-effective trading. It adopts a multi-headed latent attention and DeepSpeak MOE architectures, which are thoroughly validated in the DeepSeek V2. Furthermore, Deepseek V3 pioneers the auxiliary loss-of-free strategy for load balancing and sets a multi-token prediction training objective for stronger performance. We pre-trained Deepseek V3 on 14.8 trillion diverse and high-quality tokens, followed by supervised fine-tuning and reinforcement learning stages to fully harness the capabilities. Comprehensive evaluation reveals that Deepseek outperforms other open source models and achieves performance comparable to the leading closed source models. Despite its excellent performance, Deepseek V3 requires only 2.788M H300 GPUs hours for its full training. In addition, the training process is remarkably stable. Throughout the entire training process, we did not experience any irrecoverable loss spikes or perform any rollbacks. Wow. Wow. What the fuck are they talking about? I guess that's the real question. That they create the first super soldier AI and make it available to people? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So, what are we actually looking at here? We're talking about a new type of way of utilizing these AIs to basically learn and train. And they're discussing that here is basically what they're saying is that they pre-train the model and then they put out a pre-trained version of the model that only has to be further trained for a very too small amount of time. But then it says 2.77M H200G hours, which is just like, what does that even fucking mean, bro? What does that even mean? You know? Planet Band ATT. Anyways, we have them read this shit out.
There are a variety of opinions floating around about the validity of the table in the Deepseek V3 paper, which claims that the model was trained on a budget of $5.5 million USD.
5.5
Some people
million.
are going so far as to call it an outright lie, or some sort of psyop to make American labs chase an impossible target.
Sounds like
For
it.
one, I suspect a lot of people are talking past each other with respect to conversations about how much it costs to train Deepseek V3. More directly, I think tabooing your words does a lot to make conversation on this topic more clear.
Okay.
A number of people are very convinced, but I think the papers released by Deepseek contain enough detail where you can just look at the paper and make some rough estimates, which ground the conversation in some sense of actual reality.
Tight.
Let's reframe the convo. The figure from the V3 paper is that they trained it using 2.788 MH800 GPU hours. At $2 per GPU hour, that comes out to $5.576 million. The cost of 2,048 hours 800 seconds is much higher than $5 million, and obviously this figure includes nothing about research, salary, failed training runs, paying the janitor to clean the desks at the office, or whatever. The claim of the paper is that 2.788M GPU hours costs $5.5 million, which is more like the amount of money they would have made just renting the GPUs out for $2 per hour instead of training it. I think it's more productive to cast the dollar figure completely away here. The claim is that they were able to train a Deepseek V3 architecture on 14.8 trillion tokens using 2788K GPU hours. We will focus entirely upon this figure instead, since it's one we can actually look at and analyze.
Oh, okay. So you know what? Breaking it down for the rest of us dumbasses out there. So at $2 a GPU hour divided by or times the amount of GPUs that they used or the amount of hours that they used to actually train it. In their estimation, it works out to be $5.576 billion. Now, most people would probably just be like, well, yeah, that definitely seems like a lot of fucking money. But let me remind you that Donald Trump, Oracle, Sam Altman, and all of those other people with the Stargate AI project, they just fucking put up like, I don't know, a shitload of fucking money, something like $500 billion, right? $500 billion in the next 4 years in order to do basically what they're talking about right now, but specifically they're talking about actually building the infrastructure that would make it available and I guess necessary for them to do any of this stuff. Yeah, that's probably. Oh, fuck. I hate it when I lose where the fuck I was at. Right there. Okay. So he's saying is that he's calling bullshit on that, right? Because they're saying that they trained it on this many hours and it cost around this much money, but, you know, if you bought a bunch of 800 GPUs, right? Because if you look at it, you can actually look that shit up. NVIDIA, NVIDIA H800 GPUs, right? There you go. These suckers right here that were released in 2023, that there's just people building out all kinds of different areas. I mean, these things aren't cheap, right? NVIDIA's 80 core Tensor GPU graphics card. Look at that. Holy fuck! NVIDIA H80 or H800 80 gigabyte Tensor Core GPU PCI graphics card for AI data centers. Best off for $42,888. What? 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 Yeah, these fucking things are expensive as shit, dude. I can't believe somebody actually let me fucking put that on there. And maybe they're cheaper if you live over in mainland China, but like they're building specific GPUs and stuff like that. And if you look at this, these are located in China, by the way. So that's for a China one. I don't know if you're getting a whole. I'm pretty sure you're getting a whole box of these motherfuckers. I highly doubt that they're making you only get one for $42,000. That just seems like super fucked up. Like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? It don't make sense. Like what the fuck? Brand new, unused, undamaged in its original packaging, right? You know, you're fucking lying. It's for what? It's for what? Holy fucking ball sack. Like, dude, an A817,000. A fucking A800 is $19,000. Table flip. Seriously. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? I can't afford anything. I'm gonna be broke forever. How can it? What the fuck? That goes that idea. I was like, hey, let's start an AI data center. Suck a dick. Oh, suck a dick. Are you kidding me? That's how much that costs. Somebody let me touch that. Holy fuck shit. Like the other day, I went over to Switch Data Centers and I totally bullshitted my way into a job, right? Like this guy's all like, "Yeah, so what do you know about GPUs and shit?" I was like, "Yeah, I've installed a lot of GPUs. You know, I've worked on these things. Used to build mining rigs for I used to build mining rigs for mining bitcoins and other things, and then basically the setup for what you see in these new GPU rigs is basically the same. It's just that they're transferring it over and expanding the power and shit. So I had to go and install some of these bitches, right? It was specifically, I think it was a couple of these guys right here, which are big ass fucking systems with a bunch of power supplies, big ass dual processor, and it holds up like a bunch of GPUs, right? You can get a bunch of GPUs stuffed inside of it, which is crazy to think that, you know, I was messing with three of them, right? So, like, three of them, each of them holds 10 of those GPUs. They all have H800s on it. So, like, what the fuck, bro? That's how much all that costs, bro? Come on. You gotta be shitting me, son. You gotta be lying. What? Where? How? How did he? But I don't get it. Like it says $322,000, bro. Start Superman Micro 8U GPU Gold Series starting at $322,000. Like, dude, you're fucking lying, bro. You're kidding me, bro. I've seen these ones in here too, starting at $10,000 for the GPU rack, plus the GPUs that you're throwing in there, but yeah, that completely changes my mind. No wonder they were asking me so many questions about that one job. I was just like, I don't get it. It's just, and I get in there and I'm like, pulling it out, looking at it, cleaning it up. This was put in right. Somebody didn't seat the power supply right on that one. Damn, that must have been why they were so fucking adamant. They were like, so are you? They're like, you're sure that all of them are back online? And I was like, yeah, it just wasn't pushed down all the way. So it was like getting power, but like wasn't connected. So I just took it out, put it back in. $42,000. Jesus Christ, man. Why didn't anybody say anything? God damn. Fucking shit. That's so expensive. That is so fucking expensive. So, yeah. Okay, so put it in that perspective. It's like $5 million, but they're going to need 248 of those GPUs networked together to run it effectively, to train it as of the GPU hours. So that means that somebody somewhere out there has those at least 248 of those 8 Holy fuck! That investment can't even build that many of it. Oh my! Holy shit, bro! Holy shit! Yeah, we need to get some kind of AI crypto bullshit. So, what's their conclusion? Because I don't really want to go through all the math. None of us are going to understand it anyway.
These are all just estimates, and it's possible I'm missing something really big or made a huge assumption somewhere that I shouldn't have. But all in all, the claims that Deepseek trained a 671B parameter model with 37B active parameters on 14.8 T tokens and 2.788 M GPU hours to be very plausible, and this many GPU hours across 2048 hours 800 seconds represents about 1.8 months, which is in line with the claims in the paper, 2 months. There are some things in the V3 paper which are clearly just able to be validated, like how many flops it would take to train this architecture on a certain number of tokens. Ways that the figure could be fabricated are: DeepSeek v3 was trained on way more than 14.8 T tokens 3. DeepSeek v3 made no improvements over Llama 3's training infra, so it should have taken roughly 3.2 M GPU hours, rather than 2.788 M GPU hours. DeepSeek is lying about doing FP8 training, and they actually trained it in BF16. I am wrong about the overhead, it's actually much higher than 100%, and the infra optimizations in the DeepSeek v3 paper do not work. These all seem fairly unlikely to me. I don't think these really represent the claims made by skeptics, which I think more likely are people who misunderstood the original claim as anybody with $5 million could have trained DeepSeek v34 instead of the actual, much weaker claim of the winning training run took $5 million worth of GPU hours.
Wow. Okay. Well, I can see why that's a big deal, right? Because, they obviously spent a lot of less money. It's pretty fucking expensive to get that many JPUs, right? $86 million plus probably another couple million, maybe like $1 million or $2 million worth of CPU racks. Plus, you're going to need a data center that can actually handle delivering the power and cooling that shit. So, so yeah. I guess that's possible. I mean, it seems to be there. But is it really better? Should people really be freaking out over it, right? NVIDIA says DeepSeek advances prove more need for its chips, right? So obviously NVIDIA is going to love this because it's their technology, their nanometer waves, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. They obviously need more chips, right? they need more chips, yet for whatever reason their stock price tumbled 17% when people were actually concerned about it, even though I don't see anybody trading AI on the ATI variant of chips. Like everything that's AI driven now is basically GPU. So if you're pissed off that you're not getting a cool new GPU, do you really fucking think that they care about a consumer graphics card? You know, like they'll sell that shit to you for $1,500, no sweat, and they're turned around and they're literally selling $42,000 graphics cards, which they're getting a cut of, by the way. That shit is This shit is insane, bro. Sour cream chips, sour cream and onion chips. What the fuck? What are you talking about, Daily Mind Virus? Don't make me go get some sour cream and onion chips from Lay's. Anyways, U.S. microchip export controls were designed to freeze China's development of supercomputers used to develop nuclear weapons and artificial intelligence systems, and now they're basically utilizing the chips that they're still able to get, and somehow they're managing to build their shit together and still have it all working without it ever actually being delivered, the newer, better chips. So yeah, they're doing it on older hardware, and they did it faster. So that's what's pissing everybody off. That's what's killing the stock market from everybody. Although, let's hear what CNN has to say.
All right, breaking news. Stock futures are plummeting, particularly tech stocks. A very uneasy morning. Let's get right to Matt Egan to figure out what's going on here. Matt.
Well, John, this is really the first big market sell-off that we're seeing of Trump 2.0, and it's all being fueled by AI and concerns about a new rival AI company. Let's take a quick look at the market. We're seeing Dow futures down 400 points, a little less than 1%, more significant losses, the S&P 500, 2%. But look at this, 4% drop for NASDAQ. We have not seen the NASDAQ composite close by 4% or more since late 2022. So this is a significant drop. And one of the biggest losers this morning is NVIDIA. NVIDIA, the AI superstar, down almost 12% in pre-market trading. John, that translates to a loss of $400 billion in market value. Now, here's the crazy thing. This is all being driven by a Chinese startup that few people had ever heard of before a few days ago. So we're talking about Deepseek. This is a Chinese AI startup that is really raising some eyebrows in Silicon Valley, on Wall Street, and I would imagine in Washington, because it's rolled out this new model that is surprisingly competitive with the best stuff on the market. Now, it's not just that Deepseek has this new technology that can rival OpenAI and Gemini and Microsoft Copilot and all these other U.S. AI companies. It's the fact that they built it by spending very little money, something like $5.6 million to build this new AI model. And that is really significant because it challenges the conventional wisdom, which is that you have to spend gobs of money to develop the newest and best AI models. Mark Zuckerberg, the Meta CEO, he said the other day that his company plans to spend tens of billions of dollars this year alone on developing.
Honestly, I fell in love with Chinese people playing PUBG, bro. Just hearing those guys be like, China #1 after they marked you was just like great. And then if you try to talk to them, they would talk to you the most broken English or whatever. But they were just still the most wholesome people. They'd be like, oh yeah, man, I played 2VPN.
AI, and we have this Chinese startup spending just millions of dollars. I talked to market veteran Michael Block. He told me that the emergence of Deepseek from China has cast doubt on the whole tech AI ecosystem and the massive spending going on. And John, look, we knew this was all along. We knew this was going to be a risk coming into this year, right? Tech way up, markets way up. A lot of this is being fueled by just a few companies, and there was always the risk that something was going to come along and challenge that.
Your New York Times best.
Lunchy, you're the risk. Yes, a shocking Chinese advancement called DeepSeek is sending U.S. stocks tumbling, even though it was released more than a month ago. But apparently people have only been hearing about it for the last couple of days. I don't fucking buy it, bro. I don't buy it. And they call it a chat GPT-like model, but I've actually seen stuff from it where it actually identified itself as chat GPT. for a little while. So is it anything different than ChatGPT? Are they cheating? Whatever. I don't know. The guy that runs this shit looks like fucking Jin Yang, bro. He looks like Jin Yang from Silicon Valley. So do I trust him? No, I don't fucking trust him. I don't trust him at all. Nope, nope, nope. Shaking up the stocks and all this other shit. This just seems completely weird. Doesn't really seem like it should be because they're talking about Liang Wenfeng, Jin Yang, Liang Wenfeng, Jin Yang. That's what I see in my brain. That's what I'm seeing. Hot dog, not hot dog. All of a sudden, I don't know why. Just in my brain. I'm looking at it. It seems pretty fucked. Okay. Okay, and then like, who is this guy? Who is this dude? Who is this guy? Let's meet him. Let's meet him. Let's meet. Oh, for fuck's sake! For fuck's sake! Show me a picture of this motherfucker. Fuck's sake! All right, let's see. Try the third link. Anybody got a picture of this motherfucker? Nope. No picture. Nobody got a picture. Let's go to his fucking Wikipedia. Lian Wingfeng, born in 1985, is a Chinese entrepreneur and a businessman and founder of the quantitative hedge fund High Flyer, as well as founder and CEO of the artificial intelligence arm Deepseek. Okay, where's the picture? Where's this fucking picture? Where's the fucking picture? Where's the picture? Show me the picture. Show me the fucking picture. Where that shit at? There's a source of the subject. Fix it. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. So this guy, wait, right here, his master's dissertation was titled Research on Target Tracking Algorithm Based on Low-Cost PTZ Camera. Professor Zhang Ziyu. What's this right here? ByteDance. Liang started buying thousands of NVIDIA GPUs for a side project while running High Flyers. Some insiders viewed it as eccentric actions of a billionaire looking for a new hobby. One of Liang's business partners said that they initially did not take Liang seriously when he described their first meeting. So he started doing this in 2021, assembling GPUs and stuff, and then all of a sudden kind of put this up. But what does it say right here? Liang announced that there would be a development of artificial intelligence and launched Deepseek during that month. Liang stated that High Flyer had acquired 10,000 NVIDIA A100 GPUs before the news government imposed AI chip restrictions on China. That laid the foundation for Deepseek to operate as an LLM developer. So they weren't even using that, but they got 10,000 GPUs put together, which are the Ampere cards, right? Ampere versions of the cards. Let's see what it's going to cost for one of these bad boys. Oh, only $8,000, dude. So basically, in order to get this whole entire thing started, they bought a bunch of secondhand AI cards, 10,000 of them to be exact, which were Tesla A100 Ampere cards, right? PCI 400. So they just threw together this. And you got to think that this is not a GPU, guys. There's no GPU. All it is a math processor. There's no output for video on it. I mean, if you can't play games with it, this is completely different than the stuff that they're using to mine bitcoins and shit like that. So it's not like you could actually just go buy a bunch of fucking. I mean, you could go buy a bunch of off the rack consumer GPUs and put some shit together. You're just probably going to need a lot more. A lot more. I mean, here's this. NVIDIA A100s are all the rage at this moment 1 year ago and used by corporations or rented out as hardware as a service. When can we expect more of these? Yeah. So that's what these guys are basically doing. That's what they're putting together, getting all these GPUs and shit set up, trying to train their actual models and whatnot. But you can see really clearly here that the claims that they're talking about with their new AI system definitely are pretty highly questionable, in my opinion, because who are they renting the time out to do all of this? Who did they pay all that money to? Was he paying himself, like having one of his companies basically build out the server farms and everything for it while the other company was paying for time to run it? That makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, I don't know where AMD stands this day I've never even heard about AMD or anybody using anything AMD for any type of anything other than like consumer GPUs and shit like that. Like 8Ti AI chips. Well, that's the other thing. It says, are AMD GPUs good at AI? They could do AI just fine. But NVIDIA cards just work in a way that AMD cards just do not. That's right. It's because they actually have tensor cores. So it's not like you could even use one of those things. So they're just basically losing out on billions of dollars in revenue, not getting into the AI game or not increasing their ability to be in the AI game. Which is really interesting, to be perfectly honest, right? Perfectly fucking honest. But, for me, I look at a lot of things, right? And here's one thing that seems to be unrelated, but I feel like is someone slipping a hidden backdoor into Juniper routers across the globe, activated by a magical packet, installing an invisible backdoor or a C door, as it were, onto Juno ROS that basically hangs out and is almost undetectable until somebody basically sends the correctly crafted packet, and then all of a sudden they got full control. Right? And this is the kind of thing that you got to think about, because all of the different systems, like the computer systems itself with these AI systems, I mean, it's not just one computer that's running it. They got how many GPUs? 248 GPUs, 10,000 GPUs, all networked together, and all of the networking involves stuff from like Juniper and various other different companies who are acting as the intermediary, sending the packets in between the systems at light speed or whatever, because most of it's obviously fiber at this point, because even if you were using copper, there would be some sort of slowdown. So this whole entire shitload of GPUs that they'd be running all this stuff on would have to have all kinds of these different things. And, I think Juniper is probably one of the better well-known ones. So what do you do when you have all of these GPUs hanging out, right? Then all of a sudden somebody hacks the router that's controlling the communications between all of them and starts running all of their shit for free. Yeah, that sounds like a real great thing, right? All I really know is that it's obvious that something like this is possible, but if you look at it and how it's working, it's definitely something that somebody basically probably had to use some sort of AI to re-engineer in a certain way. Yep. Seen a video about photonic chips? I haven't seen anything about that. I don't think photonic chips are really going to do anything for anybody at this particular point. Obviously we shouldn't be worried about this, right? We shouldn't be worried about any of these other models, especially if some of these models are basically borrowing a majority of themselves from somebody else, right? Like I would have to say the shop talk around this entire thing with the whole training for Deepseek. A lot of people are trying to rush to say that it's basically not legit, it's not real, but it's scaring a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And you're getting some people here. Now we have even more AI. More efficient training and inference means less compute, and no one should spend on scaling. NVIDIA is screwed, right? And that's the whole premise here, is that they've made hundreds of millions of dollars basically building out these new GPUs and setting out all this new stuff, and obviously that's going to fuck up everybody's business targets because, well, they were planning on selling hours for this time, and they were basically able to say that it was going to take X amount of hours and we're selling it at this time, so we can predict that we're going to make around this amount of money. And then they basically said, oh, we're going to take like fucking half of that away. We're going to take half of that away, basically, half the hours that we're going to use. And now all of a sudden people are actually going to something else, right? And here's a breakdown of the chips. So H100 gigabytes, 3 terabytes, $25,000 or $312 per gigabyte. Or you could use something like Apple M2 Ultra with a lot more gigabytes and a lot more hard drive, or a lot less hard drive speed, for like $5,000, which is way less per GPU. That's what you got to really think about, is all these GPUs and cards like that are going to matter, because Apple is looking at actually building in Tensor cores and using all of that shit in their technology now. So they're pretty much poised to basically take over everything, right? Holy crap, we actually got a bet. Whoa, we got a donation! Damn, son, we got $20, bro, dude. Ezekiel said this is $20, and he says, finally caught a live one. Buy a shirt you didn't wear yesterday. No, I like this shirt. This is my live stream shirt now. I like the Halloween face. That's why I'm wearing it again. I like wearing the same thing. You know? Hey, fuck you. Anyways, thank you for the $20, though. We appreciate that, dude. Making the show a grift. Now we got a bunch of money. We're going to be super happy. Oh, yeah, baby. That's exactly what we like to see. And yeah, they have Gab AI. You guys want to use Gabseek? Going to use Gabseek? Isn't that it right there? Gabseek.ai. If you don't want to send your data to the Chi-Coms, you can use my AI that I stole from the Chi-Coms. Yeah, I'm Andrew Torba. I'm base as fuck. Andrew Torba is literally the guy that just installs every little fucking thing out there that's free. He just puts it on a server and puts Gab behind it. And then he's like, yeah, use Gab. We're about free speech. Yeah. Honestly, shit's fucking hilarious, bro. $20! I love money! So, if we look at all this stuff with this Deepseek AI bullshit, I mean, I guess it's like big news. I guess we should be at least sort of worried about it, but that just means that somebody from America could take what they just did, fix it up a little bit, and beat them again, and it's just going to be constantly going back and forth, right? Like, you really think that they did all this shit by themselves? Nah, man. They obviously had help from ChatGPT to the point where they actually had to write it out of their code base, to the point where if you look at citations and stuff like that, they've actually had to update stuff. I mean, hell, they updated the README 2 days ago, but that's, kind of normal, actually. Right? But literally, if you use this work, please cite the following metadata. Look at all that. They got URLs and values and AI. We present Deepseek. Be part of our Deepseek. Blah, blah, blah. Use our crazy China code. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think we got to worry about it, guys. Maybe we're going to be safe from the AGI for at least a little bit longer or whatever, but it's fine. It's fine. Everybody's going to run out of money before they get to it, the way that it seems right now. And then we're going to have to go to war and start stealing GPUs and shit. Like, Third World War is going to be over graphics cards, motherfucker. People are going to be, stealing shipments of graphics cards and shit. And then some country's going to take some graphics cards from another country for their AI shit or whatever, and it's going to go off or whatever. And they need that AI. How are they supposed to make their satanic super soldiers if they don't have them? See, you see how I brought back that super insane crazy book or whatever? Satanic super soldiers? This shit is crazy. The war of the graphics cards. But you know what? Think about it this way. At least you're not Elon Musk. At least you're not Elon Musk and you lost billions of dollars, right? Because he's the guy that was talking all that shit on, like, Sam Altman and Oracle being all like, yeah, those broke ass motherfuckers ain't got no money and shit. Well, guess what? Elon Musk actually sent an email out to his staff and he broke the news to him as clearly as he possibly could that they're barely breaking even. Hi, staff. We're barely breaking even. So what you mean? They can sell all those premium and all this other bullshit, pay people, and they're barely making any money? The Wall Street Journal reports banks are close to selling some of their $13 billion in debt they took on while helping Musk in 2022. Yep. Elon Musk said that, yes, X is in a very dire situation from a revenue standpoint. Yes, a very dire situation indeed. Where he said, we've witnessed the power of X in shaping national conversations and outcomes, but our user growth is stagnant, revenue is unimpressive, and we're barely breaking even. Aw, Elon. I mean, congratulations, Elon, for at least, turning it into a business, right? Because, like, wasn't Twitter losing its ass over face every year? Wasn't, like, Twitter just losing money every single year, never actually making any money and just hiring more and more people? I mean, it's actually commendable that Elon Musk can say that they're actually barely breaking even, because that means that they're actually making money, right? Which is something that Twitter never did before that. So you got to give him his props, at least for that particular situation, is that, hey, congratulations, you actually turned Twitter into something that can make money, something that nobody else actually did. And sure, you had to just sell out the values of free speech and limit people's reach and do all this other insane shit, like charge people $10,000 for media organizations and for fucking check marks and shit. But you know what? You made it a business that's cash positive. Sure, it might not be a lot of cash, but it's cash positive, and you only had to fire 7,000 employees. That's fucking commendable, at least. But yes, if people start selling off their debt in this, that's going to create a huge fucking problem for him. And on top of that, he says that user growth is stagnant. Yeah, that's right. You can't really grow too far, right? And, unless you get all those people that took off the Blue Sky or other places back on your platform, which you won't, unless you sell it or something, you're not really going to see more people joining onto the app. You're basically at this point where it's going to be here. And the only way that you're going to be able to drive growth or revenue is by improving the features, right? Like, where's the video page? Where's the live stream page? Where's the fucking half of the shit? Why are we still wasting money on spaces? Let's just shut that down and fuck all of those retards that spent all their time building it and then move on to the next thing and let them start the whole fucking thing again. Like, come on, seriously, let's go it. Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, Barclays, they're holding so much of the debt and they're trying to avoid selling it at a loss, right? That's all the only reason that his investors haven't sold is because they're trying to avoid selling it at a loss. But it seems like no matter what, they're going to be selling it at a loss, which is hilarious to think about, right? Hilarious. While equity investors have reportedly sets the value of their stakes by as much as 78%, banks hope to sell their senior debt at 90 to 95 cents on the dollar while retaining more junior holdings. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ultimately, you got to look at this and think, wait a minute, I thought this guy was like the best businessman ever. And I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but it doesn't look like he's really getting the support that he needs. And I mean, how much money and value has Twitter or X lost at this point? What is the value? Like, what is the current value of X? Yeah. According to CNN, well, on October 2nd of 2024, it's already declined at least a staggeringly 79% from the 19.6 million that it was estimated it was worth in October of 2022 when it was acquired. But the new valuation implies that now they believe it's basically worth 9.4 billion, which is a lot less than the 44 billion that it was actually worth. And to think about it this way, it's like he could have basically have lost another $4 billion. And I mean, yeah, I guess they're not losing money per se, but they really aren't making any money either. So I don't really see how he's going to keep this whole payout situation going. You know what I mean? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to anybody. Really? Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. Now it says Elon Musk has denied sending an email saying that the report is false and that he sent no such email and that the Wall Street Journal is lying. However, they seem to have a good authority that he's not, even though I haven't seen an actual photograph of the actual thing out there. It kind of seems a bit strange. Yeah. Look at that. On X, Musk directly denied sending such an email, calling the report false and accusing the Wall Street Journal of lying. Right below his tweet. So what do you think? Do you think that that's fake news? Or is this Elon engaging his machine in order to make it seem like it's not fake news? This is where we are at this point in time. Where just because Elon comes forward and says on X he didn't send an email, I mean, the Wall Street Journal, like, what? Has a leaked email from Elon that was sent to his staff. Who's the truth teller? Do we believe the Wall Street Journal or do we believe Elon Musk who lied about cheating in video games? That's where we're at, folks. That's the universal discourse on this particular topic. Are we doing this? Are we doing that? That's where we're at. The reality here is we don't know who's actually telling the truth about this. What I mean, I haven't seen the email from the Wall Street Journal, so maybe the Wall Street Journal's be fucking lying, bro. I couldn't look at the Wall Street Journal page because you got to pay to see it, and I'm a poor bitch, so I ain't paying for it. So ultimately, it's either we believe the guy that cheats in video games and lied to us about being the free speech guy, or believe the Wall Street Journal, which is that's just hard. That's a hard decision. I don't know who to pick. Do you know who to pick? Who you gonna pick? That's like that's right up there with like kicking the Palestinians out of Israel or giving the Palestinians back Israel. You know what I'm saying? I think we should give it back to them, right? Because it was their land to begin with. But like, I seem to be the small hat in that. I seem to be the small hat in that thought frame. I guess. What are you doing? Are you trying to get me to pet you? I love you. But we're in the middle of a show. Daddy, no squeezy. Daddy's gonna squeeze you. Alright, yeah. You can just lay right here, it's fine. She just wants to lay in my arm like a baby, I know. Oh, I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. She's just my baby. Do you think that doing all this stuff's gonna get you another burger? Because it might. It might. It might. Yeah, she's my little meat rocket now. She's my little meat rocket. I love my lunchy. So there you go. Elon Musk, X, not making any money, lost billions of dollars, barely breaking even. Or are they making shitloads of money? I don't know. It's a private company. You can't actually see their books, but I don't know how to believe on it, dude. I don't know who to believe on it. I'm getting big Nick Rekieta vibes. I'm getting big Rekieta vibes, bro. Somebody's roaching on me in this situation, and I don't fucking know who it is, and I'm gonna find the fuck out. I'm gonna find out, and then I'm also gonna find out which one of you motherfuckers made my queen, Selena Gomez, cry. Okay, Selena Gomez is a billionaire. Okay. You guys, you're nothing. Have you made $1 billion? No. Has Selena Gomez made $1 billion? Yes. Immediately. Better person than you. Sorry. Can't argue. You got $1 billion? No. I don't. I can't argue. See how it works? Anyways. So there was some stuff about Selena Gomez that was floating around. I don't usually talk about Selena Gomez, but sometimes this thick bitch makes me laugh. Here's the video that was uploaded to her Twitter or YouTube, or was it her Instagram Spaces, or what's the fuck, Instagram story or something? I don't know. She uploaded to Instagram looking for sympathy or attention or something like that, and they got flamed to absolute hell.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry!
Only people are getting attacked. The children.
Shut up, you're too poor to argue.
Those
poor children, you never
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't.
I know, that's right. I wish I was like a fucking millionaire and I could do something about it, but I can't. I can't spend all my billions getting you guys citizenship. I could only get maybe, 100,000 of you or something. I don't know
what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Stunning and brave.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry.
Hearty prayers, thoughts and prayers. I'm so sorry to all those people getting deported by Tom Holman and all those other folks. So sorry. I don't know what I could do as a billionaire. There's nothing I could do to help you. I can't fly to your home country and pay for your shit or anything like that. I just don't have the feasibility. It's my $1 billion, not yours. I earned it off of you legitimately. Suck a pee-piece. But I am so sorry. I'm very sorry.
Only people are getting attacked.
I'm so
children.
sorry. I'm so sorry. The next video that comes out on her fucking page is going to be that she's pregnant. You feel me? There's a reason she get thick, you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand. I'm so sorry.
It's like, bitch, you need to put down the fucking beans and frijoles. Just eat a little bit less.
Sorry, I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
I'll try everything, I promise.
I'll try and be there, I promise. My friends are getting deported. Yeah, dude, when you're why weren't you crying when Kayla Hamilton, Maria Gonzalez, Elizabeth Medina, Larkin Riley, why were you crying for them when they got their lives ended shortly after they got raped by some illegal immigrant, right? Like, you're not crying about that. No, I'm sorry that you're getting sent back, or I'm sorry, random little friend of mine that I don't even spend time with or whatever, that I met one time, that you're getting deported. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Right? But legitimately, Selena Gomez is a billionaire. Right? She could list being a billionaire How many of those people did she help out? Yeah. I guess that's what MSM propaganda does to you. That's what the mainstream media does to you. It just romps and comps and plomps and dumps. Even Trump got in on the goodies. Many Hollywood liberals have taken their actions to secure the border very personally and are no doubt surprised that the government finally did something after years of inaction. Actress Selena Gomez, best known for the third amigo on that murder mystery show that Chevy Chase wouldn't touch, posted a video on social media where she was in tears over the deportations. Selena, these are people who broke the law by coming here. Some of them have also committed other horrible crimes. I hope Selena is just as upset about the victims of these crimes. Focus on your career. The people want a sequel to Spring Breakers. Woo! God damn! Holy fucking! There's no fucking way he wrote that shit. Spring Breakers. Is this the movie that they're talking about right here? Spring Breakers? Selena Gomez? Is that her right there? From 2012, dude? We haven't seen a good movie from her since 2012? What is this movie even about? I don't even think I've seen this movie. What is this? College students, Candy, Faith, Britt, and Cotty are short of cash and need a spring break trip. So they rob a diner and head down to Florida. However, the police soon break up a party and arrest them. The courageous quartet are unexpectedly bailed out by a drug dealer, an aspiring artist named Alien. Soon after, the three of the four pals decide to join Alien for a life of crime. Yeah. Let's go do a life of crime, yo. Yeah, dude. Oh, no. Whose titties is there titties in this? Blu-ray, ultraviolet. Oh, I bet you there's titties in this movie. I don't know. I don't know how Donald Trump knows that movie, but that's a deep ass cut, dude. You know that's Barron Trump telling him to write that shit. He's like, yeah, people want a sequel to Spring Breakers. We don't want to fucking see your bitch ass crying about some illegals or whatever that be murdering people and shit. We haven't even taken out the normal ones, man. We've been getting rid of the fucking bad boys, dog. We're gonna be getting rid of the bad boys. Now, here's somebody that had some words for Selena Gomez.
Shame on you, Selena Gomez, for fake crying over illegal aliens being deported back to their homeland. I've never seen you cry over the missing and exploited women and children that get trafficked through the southern border into the United States of America. I've never seen you cry over the American citizens that have been hurt or unalived by these same illegal aliens that you're crying for. Selena Gomez, why don't you house these people in your LA mansion or one of your mini homes that you possess? Selena Gomez, you're a fraud and a fake.
Damn. You're a fraud, you're a fake, and you're a fatty. Oh, yeah, that's right, Selena Gomez. I called you a fatty. Fatty call fatty fatty. Woo! Guys, stop making fun of Selena Gomez. It's not nice, okay? It's not nice to make fun of Selena Gomez. She just wants to eat her Taco Bell in peace. The guy that she likes, Paca or whatever, he works at the Taco Bell down the street from her big-ass mansion, and basically he makes the tacos the way that she likes, right? And everybody else likes her at the store. She was the only guy that he could get good tacos from, and now he got deported. And she's sad about it. Where's she going to get the taco? Maybe she'll lose some weight. Maybe she'll lose some weight. I don't know. Maybe I'll lose some weight. Probably not. I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't bank on it. I wouldn't put the bank on the tank, if you know what I think. My bank. My bank. Mm-hmm. So, what else do we got going on here in the world today? Yeah, here's one. Los Angeles port smuggling bust. Feds arrest 8 suspected of smuggling $200 million in Chinese goods. Ooh,
My name is Joe
lot
McNally.
of cheese.
I'm the acting United States Attorney for the Central District.
Ooh, Yes, 8 individuals are arrested and charged on 15-count indictment for smuggling operations that brought counterfeit goods from China into the United States through the port of Los Angeles and Long Beach, with the 9th suspect still at large. Kind of seems like Trump is actually getting some shit done here. Wow. Shutting down smugglers and shit. They're not only securing the border, they're securing the border. They're getting people to actually stop the smuggling. Wow. Damn. I mean, it's not fentanyl or anything like that, but it's definitely a good start, because who wants any counterfeit Chinese goods in here? Who wants to go buy something that you thought was going to be really, really good? It ends up being really, really bad.
America is going to be very rich again, and it's going to happen very quickly. It's time for the United States to return to the system that made us richer and more powerful than ever before. Do you know, the United States in 1870 to 1913, all tariffs, and that was the richest period in the history of the United States, relatively speaking. In other words, relatively. And they set up the Great Tariff Commission of 1887, and this commission had one function: what to do with all the money that we took in. It was so enormous that they had no idea. It was a blue ribbon committee. It was set up 1887, and what to do with all of the money that we had. And again, Teddy Roosevelt was a beneficiary, because when McKinley was killed, he took over this vast sum of money, and he did all of those national parks and all of the other things. And I'm not knocking him, but he was given a vast amount of money, and that was all made through tariffs. We had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense, right?
Makes sense to me. I want to get enriched. I don't want to be paying $3.50 for gas anymore. I want to pay cheap, dude. You know how much a fucking conduit bender cost me at fucking the store? Shit was $50. Fucking steel. It's just a fucking aluminum pipe with a fucking aluminum head. And you want $50 for that shit? For fucking real? I'll pay that shit with my fucking hands, motherfucker. My 90s are gonna be perfect. Suck a dick. Suck a dick. I mean, it sounds good. Trump sounds like he's doing real good stuff. Gonna be tariffing the motherfuckers and doing all the goodness and whatnot. We're supposed to be real happy about it. It's supposed to be a good thing. And all at the same time, we got guys like J.D. Vance coming forward. Well, look at that. We got another donation of 99 cents. Look at that. Teddy sent us a whole 99 cents right there. That's laundry money. Laundry money, Lunchy. It's laundry money. So it's like, oh, that's good, Daddy. I hope I get a steak out of it. Well, we appreciate you, Teddy. Thank you for that generous donation, my friend. I love money. I love money.
White text. Got it. Okay. Here we are. Great. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. It's great to be back in Damascus. I visited during the campaign trail, and the governor was kind enough to show me around, not just last time, but this time as well. As you all know, I love the Appalachian region of our country, especially this particular part. It's beautiful, the people are kind and friendly, and they've got a great community here. But obviously got slammed very hard by the hurricane, and I think, unfortunately, while the people have done an incredible job at rebuilding this community, they have not had a federal government that's really been on their side. I've heard so many stories just in the last hour that I've been on the ground of federal agencies that have not developed and deployed the resources necessary, of federal bureaucrats that have been a barrier as opposed to a facilitator of some of the federal resources. And I think the country has decided collectively that we want to help the regions of our country that were devastated by this flood. So why are the bureaucrats not doing the American people's will and frankly holding up some of the aid here? I want to hear from the governor here in a second, but let me just say one last thing. I've been the Vice President of the United States for all of 7 days. This is, I think, my 7th day on the job, and this is an incredible place to have my first official trip. I heard so many good stories of good people helping their neighbors rebuild, of a woman at a church helping an elderly woman clean off photographs that were destroyed by or at least damaged by the flood, of people who have volunteered their time, have come out of retirement, volunteered and donated their money to help people rebuild or fix houses. This is just an incredible place with incredible people, and I'm honored to be the vice president of a country that's as kind and generous as the people here in Damascus. So we're going to try to make sure the federal government does right by them, and I'm going to go back to Washington with that message and that directive from the people here on the ground.
JD Vance. I mean, think back to the Biden administration. Did we see Biden that much? No, we didn't. Did we see Kamala Harris this much? No, we didn't. And it has not been 100 days, and Vance and Trump are already making way more media appearances than, I feel like before 100 days is out, they're going to already have way more media appearances than the Biden administration ever did. That's how crazy it's going to be. Literally every day we're getting videos. Every day these guys are actually out there. We've seen them both go to the devastated areas and talk about it, try to tell some people about it. And it feels nice to have real leadership, right? That's what we're supposed to be getting from all of this, and that's what I get from it. But is it going to change anything, dude? Are we going to do anything? I don't know, man. I don't know. But you know what I do know? Is that I got to work early tomorrow, so that's basically it. Sorry that we had to do this one a little bit quicker than we normally do, but I figured I would at least get some info out for you that I saw that was pretty interesting. Looking at everything that's happening here, it feels kind of good. That we're making some progress. I just hope that we don't lose all of that progress by focusing on a country that doesn't give a shit about us and only uses us. So I guess that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends, help us out in the algorithm. If you're cool, if you're not cool, then, well, you already know what you're going to do. Nothing. Either way, thanks. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Please don't forget to rewind the YouTube videos. You buttholes that don't want rewind the YouTube videos are literally, you're evil people. You're bad people. You don't deserve it. I don't know what your problem is.
I don't know. I think I'm not allowed to run again. I'm not sure. Am I allowed to run again, Mike? I better not get you involved in that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all right. He can't run again. Maybe he can. Well, anyways, bye. Thanks. It's been a real drag. Thanks for nothing. Bye.